Hey everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to our garden. So I got some just gardening chores done today, watering the plants, filling up my oyas, saying hi to the chickens. Now Jason and I are headed to the rock yard because we are getting ready to get started on our dry creek bed. So in the center island, you can kind of see it right behind Jason, we are installing a dry creek bed along with a pathway and a gazebo, and we are just about to get started on all those projects, which is really, really exciting. And so what we need to do today, we've been talking to the gentleman that's going to help us out. It's actually the same guy that helped us shore up our fence in the secret garden area. We asked him to help us with installing the gazebo because we're going to install it like raised, elevated. And then we asked him, you know, because he was going to be out here anyway for the gazebo, we asked him to help us install the dry creek bed. So he gave us homework to go to the rock yard and pick out which rocks we want for our dry creek bed. So we're heading there right now, and I thought it would be fun to take you all along. Okay, we made it to the rock yard. We are going around and kind of just looking at what they have. This is not what I'm looking for. This is too small. This is AB, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Here we go.
This is a bit of a mix.
This is like the medium size.
Yeah.
Go put your hand over there so we can see. Yeah. Yeah, these might be a little big.
A little bit big.
But I would like some of these.
Yeah, we might need a handful of those
to mix in.
Yeah.
With these big rocks. I really like these big rocks over here. I want a couple of
I think
them.
we need the smaller of those big rocks.
Okay.
Like not the giant big rocks.
How many? Because we have some big rocks already. We have like, what, 7?
I haven't counted, but that sounds right.
And then...
I think if we get the smaller end of those big rocks, that's right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much to choose from.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay, we should just start at one end. So I was talking to Michael Glassman about what to pick out, and he called it a dry creek bed mix. And so basically what he was telling me is that there are a whole bunch of different sized rocks, so it looks natural. So I'm not sure if this place will have something like that or if we have to kind of mix it ourselves. This is close, right?
Yeah, it's close, but it's all similar size. Like we need... We can't have only that. We need bigger. This is better.
This is better.
A little more variation.
So see how these are all different sizes? Some of them are really big and some of them are really small. I think that's what Michael was talking about, to make a dry creek bed look natural. You know, he said you don't want to get all the same size rocks. So it's just a matter of seeing what they have. That looks, if we got some of that and some of the medium sized.
You don't like this as much?
I don't like the gray.
You don't want the gray color?
I don't know. I kind of wanted more warmer look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than just pure gray. Or even like a mix of warm.
There's more over here.
And cool. We should ask them if they have a specific.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is nice.
This is good. Yeah.
This is it, huh?
I think it might be. There's some smaller ones in there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Which one? Decisions. Okay, so we're picking out what, 3 or 4 of these?
I think that's all we need.
They said they're 28 cents a pound.
But some are more over 1,000 pounds.
We don't want to spend $500 per rock.
No.
So I'm looking at this one. You like that one?
That's pretty big still.
It's all mossy.
Okay.
You think this is too big?
Yeah, I was going to go smaller than that, but...
Where's the smaller ones? I thought that was a small one.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Right? How about this one? Oh, look how cool! Yes, this one. Look, I can plant something in here.
Oh, funny.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, that would work.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I'm totally going to plant something in there. That's exciting. Okay, that's one.
All right. Yeah, we might have to go back to the other one you just saw.
You know what? I wish we were somehow stronger because, Mom and Dad, my parents have all those rocks by their house for free.
Oh, yeah. What about that little guy over there?
This one?
Yeah.
Cute.
It's tough because we don't know how much they're going to weigh until they charge us for it.
How about this tall one right here? You like that?
Sure.
I like that. Okay. Done. Okay, so that was surprisingly easy. So we ended up choosing, it's called Yuba River Cobble. And Yuba is a creek. What do you say?
There's a river that's kind of near
Yuba
here.
County, like it's...
There's the Yuba River.
The Yuba River. So I'm assuming those rocks are from the Yuba River.
Or
anyway,
at least like that. Yeah.
They're really pretty, and they're anywhere between 2 inches to 6 inches in diameter. The other mix that we were looking at were all 3 inches or less, and so we decided to go with the 2 to 6 inch mix. I think that that'll be really pretty. Then we picked out those 3 moss rocks. I'm a little I know Jason's nervous about how much they're going to be because they said they were 28 cents a pound and they wouldn't know yet how much they weighed. So we just have to wait and see. So I'll let you guys know how much each of those rocks cost. Everybody cross your fingers that they're not too expensive. So they...
$2,000 in rocks.
$2,000. I hope not. They definitely don't make it easy for you to stay on a budget for something like this, but that's okay. So
the cobble was less than we expected, so that's good.
That is true. Yeah, the cobble only ended up being about $300. Yeah. Which was really nice. So they are either going to deliver it later today or tomorrow, depending on the availability of the delivery guys. So right now we're headed home. I have a couple more things that I want to do in the garden. For one thing, I need to prune my willow tree, and then I also have to get my apricot tree pruned. All right, so I am back at home. I've got all my supplies that I need for pruning my apricot tree and pruning my willow tree. I did want to take you all around really quick, though, and show you some of the spring bulbs that are coming up. This has been the weirdest year. It has gotten really warm really quickly, and so all these bulbs are popping up. I already have tulips right now. So I just want to make sure that I show you guys before it's too late, before they fade, because they look so pretty and it's so exciting to see. And this is not normal. I keep showing pictures of like the daffodils and the tulips like on Instagram and stuff like that. And people are asking me if it's normal for them to bloom at this time. No, it's absolutely not. But it's kind of fun. So here's the center island. We've got the pathway all dug out. We're waiting for aggregate base to be delivered and decomposed granite to be delivered, but we decided to do the dry creek bed first, which is why we picked out all the rocks earlier this morning. This will be the second project we finish, but I've got all these tulips starting to come up. They're coming up a little bit. I've got this one right here that's almost in color. But if you come over this way, these are snowflakes. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see if I can get close. Oh, they're just so pretty. They're so delicate and so tiny, but it's really, really fun to see. And then over here on the other side, I've even got tulips in color. Isn't that beautiful? So these are, look at these bees, they're all over them. Oh, how fun. So these are Big Love tulips. I love Big Love tulips. They're like an apricot-y, pinky kind of color. They're really, really beautiful. They're probably my favorite tulip, I would say. And it looks like these bees are loving them too. Then we planted like more patches of tulips kind of coming this way. We've got some more snowflakes. We've got some daffodils you can see over there. There's Monty the Monster. And then over here we have more snowflakes and daffodils as well. I have not seen any snowdrops. I've only seen snowflakes come up, which is kind of interesting. The zigzag planter is looking really good. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. If you can see, we have like patches of the daffodils coming up. Like these are up, and those are up. But then like here, there's nothing in between. And I wonder if it's like water or like the heat or something. I don't know. It's really pretty. It's really pretty to see some of the daffodils already in January, but it's a little sporadic, which is kind of funny. Then in the long border, we also did patches of daffodils, and they are starting to come up. I can't remember if I did snowflakes or snowdrops. I think I did. Oh yeah, here's a little patch over here. You can see, I think these are snowflakes. They're very tiny. These guys are very tiny, but they should naturalize for us and come back next year, as will these daffodils right here. And then last year we had a mixture of daffodils in the zigzag planter, and instead of tossing them, we actually transplanted them out to the front yard. And I was kind of worried that they weren't going to come up. I wasn't seeing anything, and now I am starting to see signs of life. So let me show you that. Now, the front in front of our gate is an absolute mess. I haven't really touched it at all. We've kind of just kept the weeds under control. But if you can see, these are daffodils, and these are from a daffodil mix that I got from Color Blends. I'll put it on the screen right now what the mix was, but you can see they're starting to come back. Isn't that fun? So they're not up yet. They're on their way though, and I think that we should have a nice show of daffodils maybe February. I still am planning to do something fun with this front bed area. I'm pretty sure I want to do like a native garden, stuff like that. I just have not even gotten to it yet. Like, I've realized and I've learned that I need to kind of focus my attention on one thing at a time, as opposed to kind of spreading it all over the place, just for my sanity. So I'm not going to be touching anything here, I don't think, for this whole year, unless I get time. But it is kind of fun to see the daffodils coming up right there. Okay, so now on to pruning my apricot tree. I don't have too much to do with this apricot tree. I do want to take it down a little bit. It's very, very high, way out of my reach. You can see that's how far I can reach, and it goes way higher than that. So I'm not going to be able to pick the fruit too much higher than that. So I don't want it to be a super tall tree. I want it to be kind of like a medium-sized tree. Then I want to come in here and I want to take out all the extra branches that the tree is going to have to support if I don't remove them. So there's like a lot of shoots in here that aren't going to be producing fruit. They're just going to be producing extra foliage. Like you can see that one right there, that should be taken off. Then if I look at the branches, I can see with the 1-year-old wood, I can see the fruiting buds. Can you see that? Ooh, come on, right there. So you can see there's a big kind of clump of buds right there, and that's where it's going to flower, and that's where the fruit's going to come from. And so this is a branch that's going to be fruiting, and then you can see the new wood up here. So you don't want all new wood and you don't want all old wood. It's kind of a balancing act that you have to worry about. But just don't think about it too much. Just kind of cut it back, thin it out, make it into a goblet shape. And then if you do, you want to make sure that you don't take off all the buds, these beautiful flowering buds that you know are going to have the flowers and then eventually produce the fruit. I'm also going to be spraying my apricot tree today with my copper fungicide. I have the ready to use version. You can also get this in a concentrated version and put it in a sprayer if you have a lot more things to spray. I really only have a couple trees that I have to spray and have to use the copper fungicide for, so I like using the ready to use version. So after I finish pruning, I'm going to spray this, and then that will be protecting it from any overwintering insects, and then also any overwintering fungus or bacteria or anything bad that's lurking and kind of hiding out on this tree. guys can see that. I'm going to stop there. I probably could keep going a little bit, but I think I'm just going to stop there. I opened up the center of the apricot tree, so it's nice and open. There's going to be some good airflow in there. And then I also took off a lot of the extra branches that weren't going to flower and weren't going to fruit. And I could tell that based on the buds that they had. You know, these guys, because I don't want the tree spending all of its energy putting it towards making extra foliage. I want it to produce flowers and I want it to produce fruit. Then what I was trying to do is I was trying to get the main trunks going. So I have this main trunk right here. I have this main trunk right here. I have one coming out here. And then I have a teeny one coming out this way. And I kind of want to even it out. So there's those 4. But also, I don't want this one too big, obviously, because we have the hose link right there. But I think I'm happy with where it's at right now. You can also, so because I live in such a dry area, it's good for me to prune apricot trees when they are dormant like this. But if you live in an area that gets a little too wet, you might not want to prune your apricot trees until summer. So just kind of check with your local garden center to see when the right time to prune your apricot tree is. For me, it's right now. I might touch it up a little bit after it's done fruiting, but for right now, I'm happy. Well, I'm kind of happy. I keep looking at it and thinking, oh, I want to take that off. Oh, I want to take that off. But I'm going to stop now. I'm going to stop myself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to spray the copper fungicide all over until it's basically dripping. Taking a look at this willow tree. If you guys can believe it, this tree is only like a little over a year old. I mean, it's got to be like 12 feet tall, if not more. It's crazy. They grow so fast, which is one reason why they're so great and one reason why they're also not so great. But this tree is in a great spot. It's in the front of my property. It's away from my foundation. It's away from my septic tank, away from my leach field. It's great. So I probably could go a little bit more on pruning, but I'm not going to, just simply because it's only a year old. I do have to say there is one branch right here that I think needs to go. I just can't bring myself to do it right now. I was staring at it and just thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure that guy needs to go. So eventually we're going to have a pathway coming from over there, coming around here and looping around the willow tree. So the goal is to be able to walk underneath the willow tree as you loop around it. And this branch is like gonna smack you in the face. So it's just, I mean, I don't know if I could train it. I think I missed my opportunity. It's just, it's just one of those things. Do you guys get like that? I mean, it's something, I know I got to do it. I just can't bring myself to do it right now. So I was thinking maybe I could call Robbie. Robbie, come and do this for me. He's really good at pruning trees. So maybe I'll have him come in and do something like that. The reason why I'm hesitant to get rid of that limb is because it's pointing in this direction, which is giving the tree a really nice shape, a really, really nice shape. And so it's just a matter of like, oh, I don't want to prune it yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to think it over, and I'm not going to overdo it. So here's my pile of willow branches, and I'm actually going to save these. I'm going to save these because willow branches you can bundle up, and then when you want to do like a project, like a wattle fence, which I did on my last property, I'll link a video for that at the end of this video. You can use branches like this to kind of weave things. Some people can make baskets. Some people can make like wreaths and stuff like that. So anyway, this is like gold for me. So I'm gonna just bundle these up, and then when I'm ready to use them, you just soak them in water for like an hour, a couple hours or something like that. And then they're pliable enough again to be able to weave into whatever you're doing. So that was kind of my goal with this willow tree, is anytime I prune it, I'm gonna save the branches and then eventually make something, maybe like an arch, or honestly, I really want another wattle fence in this property, but that will come with time, of course. So anyway, very productive day. Got a lot of random chores done, got the apricot tree pruned, got the willow tree pruned, and we got the rocks ordered. So hopefully that dry creek bed can go in in the next couple days. We'll cross our fingers. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.